Hey y'all, this is SE Southern Style. Oh, SE Southern Style here. Almost choked on some spit there. Bringing you another StarCraft 2 match. This is from the ZOTAC Cup US Division. This is number 17. This is the finals between Gatored and SixRoyal. This is game number 3. If you missed the first two, I highly suggest going back and watching them, just because I'm probably going to talk about stuff from the first two matches, and you're going to be left out if you don't go and watch them. So if you are still here, I will tell you the results. It is 2-0 in Gators' favor. This is Test Bug. For those of you who had not seen this, this is a MLG map. Kind of one of the interesting things about this map is so the destructible rocks are at the gold, but you can still long distance mine from here. There are 4 watchtowers. This center watchtower I thought used to be under destructible debris. I guess they took that out. Oh, there's the destructible debris. Okay, so each of the 3 outside watchtowers have destructible debris around them, and you cannot get to them until you destroy that destructible debris. But by destroying that and taking control of that Xel'Naga watchtower, you can basically see into your opponent's natural. These rocks right here indicate how far this Xel'Naga watchtower goes, so you can see that pretty much you can see right up to their front door almost. So interesting matches definitely in the first two between Gatored and SixRoyal. First match went Gatored went Sentry Stalkers against Mutalisk, which was very good use of the Guardian Shield, able to allow those Stalkers to deal more damage. We've got an early fast expand from Gatored. This is very interesting. Went fast expand before even Gateway or anything like that. We will be seeing a Gateway or Forge, potentially Forge, just because that spawning pool is on the way, so he's going to want to block this off as soon as possible. And there are the rocks showing the vision sight of this Xel'Naga watchtower. And so we will see how this plays out for Gatored. This is a very, very early expansion, so he's not going to have much defense up for this. While Royal is not producing any Zerglings now, he's got his first 2 batches of Zerglings going. He does have that metabolic boost working right now. Is he going to be, he looks like he's going to just go ahead and keep 1 drone on gas there. Is he going to be throwing down an expansion now? Drone gets there a little bit early to throw down an expansion, but is currently looking for proxy pylons. I think Gatored may be throwing a proxy pylon over here. So Royal is going for an expansion. That is going to make it a little bit easier for Gatored to fend this off. Royal is not doing a all-in Zergling push. So he is, however, looking for pylons. So we could be seeing a fairly tech-heavy game here, as both players are going for early expands. And Gatored's expansion now up and running, so his income is going to be very hard to compete with right now that he's got both of those expansions up and running. And he does have 2 cannons ready to go. He is going to be using these probes on hold position so that the Zerglings cannot sneak in and get up into the main. These cannons will be able to take out quite a bit of Zergling pressure, but he needs to be careful of run-bys here. So Royal is throwing up a lot of Zerglings, though, and they do have that speed now, so they're going to be very dangerous. He does need to block this off. Oh my gosh, are they going to get in? Oh, they do get in. This could spell disaster for Gatored here. He's got 4 Zerglings inside his main here. He's going to try and pull some probes to get a good surround on him. He does not, however. Those 4 are still alive. 1 does go down. Another one in the red. Oh, and more Zerglings get in. This is very, very bad for Gatored, getting the surround on that Zealot. Is he going to be able? He gets 1 kill before he goes down, but these Zerglings dealing a lot of damage here. Is he going to be able to clean it up with the probes? That one Zergling making it out with 1 hit point. Wow, very nice. All it takes is 1 zap. There it is. 1 Zergling left in his main. He does, however, have the 2 Zealots here, so there will be no more Zerglings running up into his main. Does get it cleaned up. Let's look at the worker loss tab. He did end up with 7 kills out of that. Unit loss tab showing pretty even exchange there, but the difference was that was in Gatored's supply line, so his income will be taking a slight hit, but he did have his expansion up first, so he will have the advantage from that. So as you can see, this Xel'Naga Watchtower not even able to reach the other three, so really this Xel'Naga Watchtower only allows you control the middle. You might be able to see if they have their gold expansion, but anything beyond that is going to be hidden to you. You're going to need to destroy the destructible debris there to open up those three Xel'Naga caverns on the side. So if I was Royal, I would almost put those Zerglings right there on that destructible debris just to see if I could see what my opponent was going for. He would be able to see these 4 Zerglings moving out, although he does have an Overlord there anyway, so he is going to see that. So we will see if he does any kind of counter here. We'll go to the unit production tab. We do have a couple of spine crawlers on the way just to be static defense for Royal. Supply counts, Royal a little bit behind Gatored even after that beginning pressure. Looks like Gatored is kind of going for some pretty heavy zealot army here. He definitely does not need to get the surround. These zealots do not need to get surrounded by those Zerglings, but on the creep, I mean, there's no faster unit than the Zergling in the game, especially with those wings on creep. I mean, they move so blindingly fast that, I mean, those zealots are not going to be able to run very far away. So Gatored wisely putting these scouting pylons all across his base. There's not going to be any way that any overlords or anything like that can sneak into his base, although this overlord has been sitting here for quite a while, able to see everything that's going on. Royal able to see everything that is going on at this expansion just outside of the reach of that that cannon there. He will see whenever these do get turned into warp gates. We'll see if we see any kind of stalker play out of that afterwards. I do like that Gatored's units do already have the 1 attack and is currently working on 1 armor, while actually the Zerglings are about to have 2 attack, so that would be very, very helpful whenever he gets any kind of surround with these Zerglings. They will be almost nightmares to deal with. He is really not going for anything other than Zerglings at the moment. Looks like he is conserving a little bit of gas. Gonna go ahead and get a macro hatchery here just so that he can produce more units. Does he have a queen on the way to be able to take care of that? How many queens does he have right now? He's only got 2 queens right now. The energy on the one in the main doesn't look like it's going to be enough to sustain 2 hatcheries at once, so he does need to start producing a 3rd queen. There it is. So going to transition one of those back up into the main to work on that macro hatchery just so he can produce more and more units. I do like the scouting pylons by Gatored. He's going to be able to warp in any kind of units that he wants, if he sees any kind of pressure or anything like that. We do have a Twilight Council. Oh my gosh. We do have a Twilight Council. Are we going to be seeing Zealot Charge? He does have a lot of Zealots here. He's got 11 Zealots already. Will we be seeing Zealot Charge? There it is. Warp Prism, so we could be seeing some Warp Prism harassment here with Zealot Charge. That can do a lot of damage to a expansion or the natural if not well defended. So wisely going to be putting in 4 Zealots into this Warp Prism, and then he's going to be sending it off to the base of Royal. So let's see if he's going to be able to do any kind of damage out of this. Okay, Gatored is actually mining gas here, so we may be seeing stalkers or something like that. But did that Warp Prism get spotted by that Overseer? I don't think, or Overlord, I don't think it did. Oh my gosh, Banelings, very wise counter by Royal here, because he will be able to do a lot of damage to these Zealots, but he did kind of have he kind of prematurely exploded some of those Banelings, I think, and did quite a few damage to just a couple of Zealots, but he did break down the front door. He is going to be able to just destroy this mineral line. He will be going straight up into the natural right here, trying to wall it off wisely with 3 pylons. Not going to work. Trying to warp in some Zealots here, but these Zealots are not going to last long. That's a hefty number of Zerglings. He's not going to be able to hold off against that, and really, so Gatored is in a lot of trouble now, and here comes the support for Royal. He's going to use those Banelings more a lot more efficiently that time, and does get the cleanup there with 2 banelings left over. This Warp Prism just going to kind of chill here. This looks very bad for Gatored right now, having to pull probes off the line to try and clean this up. But guess what? He's got more Zerglings going to stream into his base. He needs to close off the front of his base, but he's not going to be able to. These are just going to flow right in there. There's the GG from Gatored. So this now turns into a 2-1 situation. Royal does have a chance to come back and win this ZOTAC Cup if he can pull out the next 2 wins. So we'll see if he will be able to do that. Throwing down a second spawning pool. He did lose his spawning pool up here, but really just putting a lot of pressure on there, breaking down that front door. Nice switch into Baneling, going to bust open the front door. So SixRoyal taking a game off of Gatored here to 2-1. So we'll be going straight into Game 4 here. Hope you guys enjoyed it in this SC Southern Style. Signing out.